Hello there everybody, this is Alex from Hardcorian Guide, bringing my guide for Lollipop Chainsaw on Very Hard. And today we're doing Stage 6, the final stage, also known as Killabilly. So, this stage is relatively shorter than most, if not all. And this should be like a 15-ish minute video, not too bad. So, that's what I'm trying to avoid, is going over too long anymore, but Lollipop has definitely been one of those that has been really hard to not do that with. And starting off with this first part is pretty simple. Walk toward the cars, wait for them to come to you, and then, or smash triangle like I do, and then, hit triangle and knock them away and make a bridge. This next fight, again, it's just a normal wave of zombies, just with, a few tanky ones. And you do, as far as I'm aware, have to kill all the zombies. So do what you normally do with groups. Nothing too spectacular there. Of course, you have these biohazard-looking bastards and firefighters. And again, once we're fighting Killabilly himself, we'll definitely be seeing them a lot. So I really hope that you like fighting the firefighter zombies, because they're going to be an incredible nuisance. As far as I'm aware with them, I don't think dropkicking really works, because they have this weird invincibility type thing where they're not really invincible, but like they have this weird invincibility thing where they essentially can't be knocked down while they're doing their fight, which makes sense because they're doing an attack. They're not really prone to stun much. So this next section here, you just want to use the chainsaw to blast through, to run. If you're going to run on any ramp, I recommend this one, because at least up here on the bus, you get a lollipop. So if you ran out of those or don't have them at this point, then there you go. Free, nice, and slightly easy lollipop. I say it's easy, it's not really that easy, because it's a little finicky with how to actually get on there. But if you get it, you get it. It's not too bad. We get a telephone call, and then from here, we just shoot. Last explosive barrel. You have a couple of barrels. You only have to fight 11 zombies. It's not that bad. That's really not that bad with what they possibly could make you do. And that lollipop right there is not actually a lollipop. As far as I'm aware, that's just a concept art thing. So I ended up using my lollipop thinking I would get it back. And messed up. I mean, I saw it gold and I thought, oh, it's probably just a collectible. But at the same time, I'm like, what if it's not? What if it's not? Yeah, it's not a collectible. It's a delectable. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so zombies done. Easy, easy, lemon squeezy. On to the next. Yeah, I used it like a moron. But, wait, it actually is one. Never mind. Or maybe I never got to use it at all. I don't know. Either way, I don't know. I don't know what that one. That one is currently undecided. I'm not even 100% sure. Luckily, I don't have health anyway. But even if you did waste it or didn't, then at least you have a shop right here where you can buy more at. So I double check, make sure that I had everything I need, make sure I have all the Nick tickets. And like a moron, still try clicking on the lollipop, thinking that, oh, maybe I don't have it, but that's not the case. So this next area right here, just stay behind any of the debris while he's blasting his lasers, and it should be pretty comfy. You can't get across without him actually blowing up the debris, which is unfortunate, but at least you get cover out of it, so that's kind of nice. And in terms of, real quick, I just want to say, in terms of like final levels and just final bosses, this one's not really that bad. This one's pretty fine. I don't mind the boss fight. I just don't like the phase 2 and its constant lengthiness, which is actually surprisingly a much quicker fight than Lewis was. Lewis was like a good whopping 10 minutes, but this one is, oh wow, about like a whopping 10. Yeah, okay. But I mean, it's two phases that are kind of long. But with Lewis, at least he gives you something to do all the time. At least it's mobile phases. Yeah, it's just okay. Yeah, it's about 10. I know I'm being stupid. I don't know. I just like Killabilly. I think he's alright. I also like Lewis's fight. I think he's alright. Most bosses in this game aren't really too bad. Hell, I don't even remember what the first few were, to be honest with you. I remember, like, what was it, Zed or whatever his name was? I can't remember off the top of my head. Basically the concert master. Mariska, Josie, Was it Lewis for him? Also, I did some research and I realized that Suda actually had a lot of games he did directed type thing. I forgot a few of them he actually did was Fatal Frame, but one of them was actually Blood Plus, and I was like, oh my god, I forgot about that. That's right, he wasn't part of that. But yeah, the game I was actually thinking of that I have was Killer is Dead. For anybody that's out of the know, for the last episode I was talking about like a collection of Suda games and these different ones. Most of the ones that I know of and have. And yeah, I forgot about Killer is Dead being a thing. So there you go. Sharp right there. And next part, just shoot at the eyes. And whenever these guys are coming, just stop shooting and then just move the stick in the direction that you want to go. And if you're too far to the right, he'll eventually try to grab you, but you can just mash circle and just kind of get away with it. If you run out of bullets, he'll start, well, when you run out of bullets, he'll eventually start scratching his hair, and that's when the flying zombies will come after you, so you just sit trying to swipe them away. You can't do anything with the red zombies as far as I'm aware, and he does sometimes block up his eyes so he doesn't get killed. Luckily for us, or just in general, this fight is... This phase isn't too bad because his health is relatively low for this part, thankfully. Also, I love this outfit. I think it's kind of cute. I actually think it's really cute. Like, no joke. It's a nice little adorable outfit. Good pick for the final boss, though, of all things. I never ended up actually on my costume, so it's kind of a little grindy. In a way. But yeah, that's most of this first phase is just relatively relegated to the same thing, where you just kind of just shoot them and dodge. Like, out of all my tips and tricks, that's literally it. It's just, I mean, what else can I tell you besides just be careful? Just mash circle if you get too close. Yeah. Keep shooting at him. I usually just try to make the most out of my shots. I also like how she gets like angry eyes when she's doing that. That's also low. Speaking of this costume, it reminds me of the one from Onimusha. Onimusha 1. The one where you have like that big ass, I think it was a panda outfit, I think it was. You got that big ass panda outfit. I'm trying to unlock ultimate mode for that actually, which pain. I heard it actually will be a pain because you have to do like the mini games or whatever it was, and I heard horror stories about those. So, but I like Onimusha 1. I think it's a fun game. All right, so the main focus of attack is don't let the game look weird. I'll say that, but the main focus of attack is just attack his hands. Just go God of War style on it and just kind of like stay on the sides of his arms, like on the outside of his arms, not where I'm standing. So that way you can at least hopefully not get hit. Because as far as I'm aware, he doesn't actually attack in too big of an AoE. And he was being really, really generous right here for some reason. And usually he spawns the first truck with his left hand, so I get some free hits with that, and I'm still attacking his hand while his other hand is doing trucks. Those trucks and those cars actually can kill the zombies, by the way, so just keep that in mind. And then he puts down his hair, and once he starts coming up his hair, he's getting ready to usually do like a, usually just, yeah, do this. Start doing the guitar solo wind type thing where he starts launching stuff at you. The animation's actually pretty cool. I'll give him that. I like the animation for this. I don't know why. But you got to kill all 12 of the zombies. The bomb zombies, the C4 ones, don't count as the kills, but I do actually use them to my benefit of just killing off the rest of them. And as far as I'm aware, they're not actually that good at killing off the firefighters. So it's almost kind of pointless to even keep them around. Like you'll see right here, like he blows up, but he didn't seem like he did anything. I think it's because they were spawning or something, but who knows. So yeah, look at this. This is me just actually mashing X. Look how long it takes. If you don't believe me, just go try it yourself, and you'll see what I'm talking about. I get unfortunately locked into that, and I just say screw it. I'm pretty sure I say screw it. I'm just gonna go for the jump X because I feel like that's the safest bet. It keeps you away from all the other obstacles that are coming at you, and trust me, getting hit on this stage sucks. And you'll definitely see the blooper later, but yeah, like right at the ass end of this video. Well, not, no, at the ass end of the score screen. That's where the booth will be. I call it, you know. So, yep. Do what you do. Chainsaw attacks do work relatively well because they actually do cut off a lot of their body parts really quick. The firefighters aren't really super tanky sometimes. It's very picky about it, I guess. I don't really understand it. Because, like, when I'm doing that, you know, jump into the slam attack, it takes forever to kill them with it. But then you get moments like that where you just chainsaw them to death and it just works just fine. There we go. We got him close to half health. Yeah, this is usually his normal loop. I got caught here just trying to, like, accidentally leapfrog. I was trying to dodge. But I got, you know, just accidental leapfrogging. It happens. It happens to the best of us. To the rest of us. Oh, there we go. Alright, nice. Sorry, it popped my bones. The more of these fights you do get, the more the sparkle hunting meter will fill up, of course. So you could use that to your advantage, which sparkle hunting does, I'm pretty sure, give you invincibility. If not invincibility, it gets you much higher defense. Like, you barely take any damage while doing it, which is very, very nice. Very helpful. Speaking of very nice and helpful, I can at least render videos on this old-ass computer, which renders about the same amount of time we used to, and then record gameplay footage on my newer computer, and everything just be fine. And I can just record a whole bunch of footage. But we'll get into talks about that when it's time to talk about what's next. Oh, guys. Also, come prepared with more Nick tickets and make sure that you hit the X button on the right spot. It's all timing based. It's not that hard to... It's really actually pretty lenient for a slot machine type thing. You kind of just hit the button whenever you see it. Most games kind of have like a timer type thing to them, or whatever you want to call it. Like, I think Mario 3 had a slot thing, if I remember correctly, and it had like a weird timing mechanic to it. But there we go, we got him to halfway, and every time that happens, he spawns in this helicopter, which he smacks away, and it'll start coming towards you. You gotta shoot it. But I never have bullets, so I just dodge, and I take relatively minimal damage from that. You could take a lot more and get stunned, and I think like get knocked on the ground, but I took, well, I tried to at least take the least amount of health I could. That right there, that laser attack, I never really see him do that very often. But also, timing your dodges for this part right here can really help you with avoiding getting knocked down on his hands. And that's what my main focus is for this entire part in general, is to just essentially do as much damage as you can during this part as fast as you can, because it'll save you so much damn trouble. Also, I forget, was Killabilly supposed to be like Juliet's dad transformed in that? I don't remember. But yeah, I could have gone for the kill, but because of the weird jankiness that happened last time, and you'll see it eventually, because of that weird ass jankiness stuff that happened, I said, screw it, I'm just gonna try to kill him in a much more normal, pronounced way. I'm just gonna do the next wave of enemies. I have full meter. I might as well just use it. If I die, oh well. Which I think I did die on purpose, just so I could get my health back. That's another thing you can do too. If you have low health and you're afraid of the jank of getting fucked, then yeah, you could just die on purpose and then just be done. But I think I have enough health to where I probably don't need to worry about it. Yeah, I think this is the part where I just essentially just invincibility through most of this. So there you go. That's the entire fight, except now you actually have to wait, I guess, for him to stop doing things. It's really weird. Like, I'm not entirely sure when you're supposed to finish him. I think he just stops after he's done throwing stuff out. I think, like, once he's done with these animations, he just eventually just drops. Or no, he makes us go through an entire fucking phase again. Even though I was attacking the hands the entire time. I don't know. This is what I mean. So yeah, here's where I actually just end up dying. I get some kills out of it. But yeah, I just said, screw it. I'm going to take the death. And if I fucked this up, I would have been so pissed. I would have been so pissed if I just screwed that up. I'm so glad that's there. That is such a nifty mechanic. I'm so glad it's here. It makes this game a little less tedious, which is nice. Don't know what I was doing there. I think that might have been intentional or something correctly. I was just being dumb. Also, explosive barrels don't really help too often, so don't try to rely on them too much. Also, another great thing is, though, even when zombies are in the finished state, most bosses, which except for Josie, yeah, because, you know, time left, most bosses don't seem to, like, get health back. So, you can just, you know, like, that's what I was expecting, was him just to have his health just pop back up, but it really didn't, which was nice. I'm glad, actually, because that would have sucked major donkey balls. So, yeah, now he's in his finished state, and then I guess that's when his finished state happens, is when the next phase is done. I don't know. And why chopping off the fingers works the way it does, I think it's just to get out. Yeah, it was just to get out of his hands. Yeah, this is one of the other weird parts about this game too, is these playtime events, especially right here. They're so awkward and seem like they don't mean much, but yeah. There's that. Now you go in here, you chop through these, and then there's nothing else. You just do a quick time event, a couple of them. You go Secret Agent Clank on its ass, and hope you don't fuck it up. I tried my hardest to not fuck it up. I actually wasn't even paying attention the first time. I was like, oh my god, there's a quick time event. Shit. So, that's it. That's the final boss, and that's basically it for Lollipop Chainsaw. I might not actually have much to really say about it, so this might be a quick end compared to others. I think I got like a, yeah, I gotta be okay. So yeah, this might, oh yeah, it continues. Okay, so that does count toward their score. I figured as much. But anyway, here's the blooper reel. So, yeah, I was inside the finishing thing when all of a sudden I was getting my ass blasted by just random objects because he was still out there doing his stuff. So, yeah, there's that weird jankiness. Oh man, that cut him pretty hard. I'll have to change that. I had to fade in. I forgot. Oh boy. So, yeah, that's it for Lollipop Chainsaw. There's not much I can really say that hasn't already been said a million times. Still a good game. But since we're going to be rating it like we always do, and I know I've said in like my previous videos, like, I'm tired of rating him. I'm tired of... Fuck him. You know, Alex back then was an asshole, and Alex now is trying to be less of an asshole. I'm still an asshole, but I'm trying to be less of an asshole. So, I will still give a rating of how hard I think the game actually is. And that rating is... Dun, 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 3 out of 10. I don't think very hard mode is very hard, because most of the difficulty that can be relieved is 1, Nick Ticket revives, and 2, the drop kick into the groggy zombies and then chainsawed. But you know what? Who cares if it's not the most ball-bustingly hard thing imaginable? You know, does it have to be the most ball-busting thing? No, of course not. Can it still be fun without being too hard? Of course. And that right there is fine enough for me. Do I recommend very hard mode just for a normal playthrough? No, because it's just too much. Just, there's too much tankiness and some of the zombies, especially the mini-boss type zombies. But if you're playing the game and you're willing to give very hard a try, it's nothing I would consider too much of a slog. It's not like impossible. Like it's not like it's definitely not in the range of like Ninja Gaiden or even like Devil May Cry. It's its own merit of difficulty. And to be honest, like, I don't even remember what the hell normal mode was even like in this game. It was probably way too fucking easy at this point. But yeah, very hard isn't really anything too hard, especially when you know the mechanics well enough to kind of just bust its balls. So that's about it. Yeah, but actually that's not about it because I still have to talk about my next potential guide. So I have a couple of guides in mind, and then after that I'm going to take my break. Transformers, Bumblebee. I'm thinking about starting that up again. That should be the next one, hopefully. If not the next exact one, then probably the one after. But God of War 2 is also another one I want to get finished up. But we'll see how we'll see how those go. We'll see how they work out. Maybe might do God of War 2 first. I don't know. No, I'm in the mood for Transformers. I should just do Transformers first. I'll just have to hook up Elgato and all that other fun stuff and just do that. So I'll be recording gameplay footage for that for a little bit and just kind of letting these videos pump out. And then eventually just get this guide fully done and then get Bumblebee's side of Transformers fully done. And then hopefully maybe work on God of War 2 or maybe Luigi's Mansion 3. I don't know yet. Things can change. Things can happen. But for now, I'll say that's it. Sorry this guide took so damn long. It should have been done 2 years ago. But things happened and I'm better now, but I can still end up going back to that problem. So hopefully that doesn't end up how it is. But before I drag on this for too long, because I know it's gonna be a god awful render, I'm just gonna end it here. So anyway, I'd like to say thank you all for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the guide and hopefully it helped, if at all. Maybe, I don't know. If it did, that's great. You know, if it didn't, I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you. But yeah. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next guide. So take care, everybody.